Hello YouTube, it's a Faceless Man here, and today I want to say happy 4th of July, and for everybody here in America, enjoy it. If you're not, I hope you enjoy this video too. So I'm going to talk about today on what stock I use for a swing trade, which you can now see is Disney, and how often I do it, or how I predict it. So with Disney, again, for me, it's a very useful stock to swing trade. Again, it's not the best stock because it's really high priced. And of course, there are way better other stocks to find out there in the market that are good for swing trading. But again, for me, this is the safest one. And I do have the money to invest to actually make a profit out of it. So I do have to buy a couple of thousand shares to actually make a good profit. But for me, it's about a 90% profit ratio. So actually 100, I would say, because again, this stock is very, very predictable. So you have to kind of start with it. Everybody knows you buy low, sell high. But the thing is when to catch that, because you don't know when the stock is going to crash and when it's going to come back up. So that's the thing with swing trading. But the way I do it with Disney is that it's very predictable. Why? Because it doesn't really have its negative moments. For some reason, the stock has come down like a couple of times for no reason. Like when it was up here and it just crashed back down, I just don't know why it hit the low mark. There's no reason for it to come down. Like it had nothing negative towards it. It just came down. So, and when it comes down, I know it's going to come back up. As you see, it has a very, very simple pattern. It comes down and it goes back up. It comes down, it really goes back up. So it drops down, let's say to 111, and then it goes back up to 118. That's a $7 difference. That's a huge swing trade you can do if you buy a couple thousand stocks. Same thing over here. It actually was it was like 97 when I bought it, and it hit up a peak over here. So that's that's about $15 difference. So that's a huge profit there too. Again, here it's a huge profit. Here it was a very huge profit. And this is where I made a really, really big swing trade. Now, this one was predictable. And again, with Disney, it's very, very predictable. So when it came down, I was like, okay, why is it coming down? I really invested as much as I could here. All the free money I had, because I'm like, okay, Star Wars Land is going to get announced. Endgame is coming out. All this hype is going to come out for Disney Plus and everything. So I don't know why it's coming down. Once it came down, I'm like, I'm just going to keep buying. So at this little point, I kept buying and buying and buying and buying. And when when it started peaking up, I'm like, yep, it's just going to go up. So again, Disney, is always very predictable. The Avenger movies, right before they come out, it starts blowing up. The stock starts blowing up because that's where they get a huge revenue. Disney gets a huge revenue from the Avenger movies. Disneyland, Disney World, all this stuff. So that's why they are predictable. And understand that, guys. With Avengers Endgame, it's one of the top movies, as well as both Avengers movies were. The new Spider-Man movie just came out. And guys, come on, It's very predictable. Again, right here, as you see, it came down a bit. The new Spider-Man movie is about to come out, and it just goes up. So, again, it's predictable, and I'm able to catch these swing trades because of it. Disney, again, always has big news. So, one that I'm for sure going to catch, and understand this, guys. Toy Story was one of it. I know it's Pixar, but it's still considered Disney. But with the new Star Wars movie coming out in December, I'm guessing, yeah, you guys have to see that movie is going to make a lot of money. So it's going to come down sometime. And when it comes down, that's where I'm going to buy. So just look at it. When it comes down, it's going to come down throughout that time because people start selling out of Disney because if they didn't make a profit, they sell. So they could deduct that from their taxes. So just catch that. Once it comes down, it will blow up again because the new Star Wars movie is going to make them a lot of revenue, so the stock is going to go up. And understand that, guys. Please do understand that. And that happens constantly with Disney. As you see, it has the highs and it comes low. It has that basic, simple pattern. For some reason, it comes down. It has no reason to come down because Disney is always doing well. In a slow day here in California, Disney averages about $75 million a day in Disneyland. So understand that, guys, that this company is huge, very, very huge. And if it comes down, there's no negative reason for it. It will come back up. So this is the stock I use for swing trade. Again, it's an expensive stock, so a lot of people don't look at it as a swing trade because, you have to invest a couple $100,000 to, make a huge profit. But again, it's a very beneficial profit if you at least buy 5 of them, and you were able to catch at least this one. Let's say you buy a couple, $1,000. That's about, let's say you bought 10 of them. From here to here, that's like an 8, sorry, I'm just trying to do the math quickly. It's about $6, $60 right there in a couple of days if you bought like 10 stocks. I know it's not as much, but it's something. And if you're investing a lot like I am, it becomes a huge profit. So for me, it's safe. And again, if I wouldn't have caught this, if it would have came down, eventually it would come back up. So I wouldn't mind keeping the stock because it's a good long-term investment as well. So yeah, that's why I feel really safe with Disney, and it works for me 100% of the time because this stock, it is going up every year, so it's not going to come down. It's a huge, huge company. People watch Disney movies. People watch, everything Disney. Disney's just one of the biggest companies out there, and it's a huge entertainment place, so it can only go up. So, yeah. That's pretty much it, guys. If you guys like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will try to post more videos out there. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.